And then second, I think it's the people who, there was this one guy, he's had diabetes his whole life. He's like in his 50s, on lots of medication, and just thought he would lose a leg and lose his vision. That's what happens when you have type 2 for a very long time. And the thing is, his doctors had never explained to him why he had diabetes. They had just told him, take this pill and I take this insulin. And he read my book and he understood why he got diabetes in the first place. And he did the hacks. He was able to reverse his type 2 diabetes in 1 year. All his doctors were like, how did you do it? Doctors don't often have this kind of information. And then he sent me a long message saying, now I'll be able to see my grandkid's wedding. And I really thank you for that. It's so cute. I mean, we're all stuck in this vicious cycle of having this toxic food around us that's making us sick, but not understanding how to get out of it. And everybody wants to be healthy. That man, he was eating stuff that he thought would be good for him. He was eating like the low-calorie rice cakes and the fruit smoothies and the low-fat yogurts and all these things, trying to be healthier. But if you don't have the right information, you can't actually make a change.
What would you say to parents? It's really interesting because I've had the experience of watching a lot of early parents over the last couple of months, and they care so much about their kids just eating something that often they'll give them something that is high in glucose. Does it matter? Because sometimes people look at kids and go, well, they're a kid. They'll kind of, it won't have an impact on them. They'll kind of grow out of it. Yeah. Well, we'll make sure that they eat healthy later. We just need to make sure they eat something now.
Listen, we used to think type 2 diabetes was a disease reserved for adults, and now 5-year-olds get it. It's very important to help your kids eat well so that they set up their body in a healthy way. One thing that I hear is, yeah, Jessie, I know I should be giving my kids eggs in the morning, but they just keep begging for the cereal and I can't say no. They won't let go. I have to give it to them. And I say, what if they were begging you for cigarettes? Would you give them the cigarettes? Like, you don't actually have to give your kids this food. It's hard, for sure, but if it's a priority for you, you can totally do it. Absolutely. And I think it's important to set an example, actually, because if you're having cereal and orange juice, it's going to be really hard for your kids to take you seriously. Like, come on, Dad, shut up.
What do you think of giving kids orange juice?
Oh my God, it's terrible. It's the worst. It's just terrible. It's a big rush of sugar. It can affect behavior.